Hey everybody, you've reached Elizabeth and Joanne with World's Cup of Joe, Awaken Your Soul. If you're new to our channel, this is the place for you if you're in a twin flame connection. Not only do we teach you how to understand, learn, and work with the energy that is this connection, but we show you how to balance this energy, and we do it from a place of being balanced ourselves in our own twin flame connections. Joanne and I have gone through it all. We've been in the depths of all of the darkness of the dark night of the soul. We went through separation and we learned how to balance our energy and magnetized our twin flames back in. And now we have been in permanent relating experiences with them for years. And we still watch the dynamic because this journey never ends, right? This is a journey of self. This is a journey of soul. So the journey never ends. We just keep getting deeper and deeper within ourselves. And the more and more we do this inner work and learn how to work with the energy of fear, energy of love, those are the two dominant energies, we learn how to balance our twin flame in a way that makes them never leave, right? Because as long as we can interact with them from the energetic space of soul, they're always magnetized to us. And that's what we're here teaching you on this channel. So if you like our content, if it resonates with you, click the subscribe button, press the bell, and really, really get into the energy that is magnetic to your twin flame. Feel this balanced energy. It's different than anything else. We promise you, listen to our channel, feel the resonance within, and let that guide you. So today we want to talk about this question we got from one of our beautiful souls that talks about how to balance the energy of desire, right? Desire is still a low scale energy. It's actually lower than anger on the scale of consciousness. So Joanne and I are going to tackle that for you guys because this is a hard, tricky one for many of us, right? When we're learning how to ascend in our own journey, how do we balance this energy of desire so that we do not push our person again? So stay tuned, listen up, and welcome.
Personal question from one of your soul fam, and I feel like it is a really good question that we can work and shift through to allow you to be able to handle those delicate situations that you might face with your person. So this beautiful soul's situation she's in right now, her person admitted to her some personal stuff that he desires and likes, and he's sharing it with her, and it's something that he confided in her, and in return she is engaging and interacting with this specific thing that he's dealing with personally. So that's kind of what she's dealing with. Again, it's a very personal situation, and it involves his fantasy or desire that he's trying to release from and working through with her. And the thing that she's recognized, I'm actually going to read the specific part of it because I feel like it's going to allow her and a lot of you guys to shift. She said, the way we're communicating now is peaceful. The mind is afraid of losing that peace if I change the way I'm communicating with him. For example, like I said, there's this intimate situation. Mind is afraid that it will lose what we have now. The mind is afraid that he'll start seeking elsewhere. And that is not digestible to my mind either. Both coach so many beautiful souls to balance this connection. I want to know how others are interacting with their person when they have not seen each other or is in a long distance, and what I need to do in my specific situation.
I'm going to sort of hit on the part of the intimacy between twin flames and why it feels so different in that regard. So what you're talking about, I really feel like, and I'm going to go personal on this, and I'm going to also talk about another beautiful soul that I know that had this amazing intimate connection with their person. And I sort of want to share this with your person. You sort of allow yourself to do stuff intimately that you would probably never do with anybody else. That's just sort of the reality of this connection. Because we would do anything for our person, we allow ourselves to engage even intimately sometimes in ways we probably wouldn't with anybody else. And balancing this connection, balancing that intimacy, there's a lot of things that come up for a divine feminine. Because we're doing stuff we wouldn't do with anybody else, there's a lot of issues that come up through us when we're doing this, when we're allowing it. And I want to sort of I'll let you guys know, once you're able to balance that and be at peace with whatever it is, you'll find that this intimacy is next level for your divine masculine, because you start being so free, non-judgmental, and at peace with what their truest desires are. And they experience sexuality and intimacy in a way they never have been able to before, because they're sharing it with someone from a place of non-judgment. And it's this really, really intensified experience. And that's why we say it's out of this cosmos, because it truly is like you're interacting with this person in the 5D, and the physical is still sort of in this 3D place, but their mentality and emotional and intimacy, all of it's this 5D experience. So it becomes just crazy. And I'm going to share this with you, even though you're saying this is long distance and all that, it can still be this out of the world 5D experience, even if you're not in the physical space of your person, because really a lot of this intimacy is in the 5D. So even when my person's next to me in the same room, I've said this before, I close my eyes and suddenly we're in this 5D together, and the bodies are sort of just there. It's really, really freaking beautiful. So your job right now in balancing this is balancing the stuff that's coming up for you, and to be in a place of non-judgment towards your person. And trust me, once you can do that, once you can be in acceptance, because the mind's going to create all these things, right? It's creating these fears of, if I don't do this, if I don't do this, if I don't do this. So I went through that same thing. If I don't do this, if I don't do this, what if I'm not enough? What if I'm not enough? There was all these things. And I made it about me. Like, why can't I be enough? And then I realized this is really a him issue in how he likes to be sexually fulfilled. And I need to be in non-judgment of that. I need to be at peace with what brings him pleasure. And I need to be okay with this. And it has nothing to do with me. The mind wanted to make it about me and bring up all my insecurities and fears. And now it's like, I'm so at peace with what brings him pleasure that I have just gone along with it in a way that is very freeing to both of us. And so I want you to work on, how do I become one with his fantasies, one with his desires, from a standpoint of energy, from a place of love, heart open, and no judgment. That's what I challenge you with, my love. And you'll see that once you can do that, it's out of this world. And as soon as it's over, right? As soon as it's over, you're back to the present moment. There's no past judgment. There's no past resentment. There's no past anything, because it's now, just now. And everything that happened and transpired, even 30 seconds before, is the past, and therefore is mind. So be in this now moment and attack it from the place of soul.
So when it comes to balancing your connection in long distance, it's going to be the same whether you're close together or not. It's going to be based on you gauging your energy and balancing your energy. So the things that are coming up for you are going to be the same stuff that comes up for those divine feminines that are physically in relating experience with a person in the physical, whether it's on the phone, whether it's in person, whether it's on a text. Because this connection is of the cosmos, right? You are energetically aligned through soul. Everything is so much more dynamic. And so when you are having these experiences, even if you're not next to each other, they are still as like explosive. They are still as beautiful. And your person is allowing you to get deeper within yourself by being at peace in this really beautiful state that you both are in now. And then the mind is looking at all of the things in the 3D, when in reality, your person is confiding in you his deepest desires. And just so you guys know, all of you, this is something that your person is never going to have with anyone else, like ever, 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 because there is no one else in this entire world that can give them this place of love, of non-judgment. And this is unconditional love. Your person offers that same unconditional love to you by loving you unconditionally for being the soul that you are. You offer the same for them, no matter what their desires are, no matter what their kinks are, even if it sounds super, super, super crazy. They've never been able to express it. They'll never be able to express it. They keep that stuff hidden because there's no one that's ever going to understand and be able to meet those desires or share those desires with them in a place of non-judgment. So you are in this very sacred place where you can both explore each other's deepest desires. It's a really beautiful thing to be able to connect with your twin flame in this really sacred place, right? Because no one can ever offer unconditional love to him the way you can offer unconditional love, the way God offers unconditional love. And that's what you're offering, is this really sacred, unconditional state of love, no matter what is going on. And so mind spheres that are coming in is a you thing, that he's going to get this somewhere else if I don't give it to him, right? Just like Elizabeth saying, I'm not worthy, or it's not going to continue, or he'll find something else and cancel. Those are fears of mine. And those are things that I just said he'll never get from anyone else. Let's get real. Our people are never going to be able to share this deepest, deepest desire that only unconditional love can acquire. Unconditional love is allowing yourself to be free with this one person that no one else can offer. So wish him the F luck if mine thinks that he can find anywhere else. And I'm telling you all right now, they're never going to be able to find this deep intimacy, this deep connecting interaction that no one else can have. And it does not have to be sexual. I want everyone to know that everyone's twin flame connection is specific and individual. So whatever it is that your person is confiding in you, trusting in you, sharing with you, is their ability to be in this place of freedom with you. You're sharing a piece of freedom together, this place of non-judgment, of pure being. And it feels like another element, right? It's like a third energy between the both of you that is like you can't even describe it in words because it's so beautiful. You form yourself into this one shared soul, and it feels like a sense of merging that's happening between the both of you. So there is no judgment on your part. You allow yourself to be on what resonates. I want to remind this beautiful soul that I would say when you started to balance, you were begging for him to reciprocate and showing you like the same expression you were giving him. And now that you're getting it, mine's wondering if he's going to get it somewhere else. If you stop, cancel. Your person is coming in more and more you are balanced. Allow yourself to balance however way it resonates for you. If it doesn't, then you say no, and you don't give an F, because he's not going to be able to give it to, he's never going to be able to experience it with you like he would with anyone else. So it doesn't even matter what that looks like. It doesn't resonate for me right now, and I can set boundaries, or it does resonate for me right now, and I'm going to be in this place of non-judgment. Feel engaged into how you feel. It doesn't matter what it looks like on what it should look like, right? The mind is looking at the mechanics of it. What do people in the 3D are doing in the way to balance this? It's still your energy, whether they're right next door or they're a miles away. You still have to balance your energy, because the energy still pushes the same way, whether they're right next to you or on the other side of the world. The energy plays out the same. Are you in addictive energy? Are you in peace? It sounds like you're finding a way to be in peace with him. That's why he keeps coming in more and more and more. When the mind gets triggered, when the mind gets worried, bring yourself back to peace. Bring yourself back to this really peaceful state where you are in a non-judgmental state. There are boundaries that needs to be sent or given to our people through this place of soul. And don't worry if your person, like mine's fears that he's going to find it somewhere else. He's never going to find this anywhere else. He's never going to be able to have this conversation with anyone else because no one else is ever going to be able to interact with him the way that he would interact with himself, right? This is why they get to share their deepest desire with you, is because it feels like you're in the room by yourself. So you can express yourself the way you would express by yourself. It's a really beautiful interaction that we all get to share with our people because we are interacting with ourselves. And so when you can interact with yourself, you can enjoy the vessel in the way that whatever it is that the mind is desiring. There is a boundary that needs to be set for yourself when you find that you're no longer in resonance with what you're seeing, so that you're not people pleasing. So that's where the biggest thing comes in, whether your person's in front of you or not with you. If you're engaging in things that don't resonate, if you're engaging in things that does not serve you in your best and highest good for your ascension, for your ability to have peace and to manifest your deepest, most amazing life, you have to set boundaries for yourself. My energy is reaching addictive energy here. I am love. And anytime I dip into these lower scales, I start to reach an energy of fear. I'm going to take breaks right now. And even if the mind is worried that he'll find this somewhere else, cancel that. I'm choosing me because I'm manifesting all of my experiences and I'm choosing love. If you can balance it, then keep being in it. If you can't, take breaks. But don't ever worry that your person is going to find it somewhere else, because there's nobody else that can ever give this unconditional love to your person the way you can, because they are you. It's a very, very deep question. I love that we can get deep like this. You're never going to find this kind of stuff in any other channel. Let's get real, right, love? We are balancing this stuff right next to you guys, love. Like, seriously, this is energetic balancing that no one can offer, because no one is talking about balancing the way we can. Most people are telling their like beautiful souls to run from their person, like avoid them, ignore them for as long as you can until you don't feel anything anymore. That is BS. Because this connection is always, always, always balanced through your energy. It's balanced through your energy so you can balance your person now. And this beautiful soul that asked this question, their person so far away from them, so far away that they weren't able to get to them. And now their person is always seeking them, looking for them, searching for them, desiring them. You can flip your connection based on your energy, and it's always going to be based on your energy. So for this beautiful soul that's asking the question, gauge your energy, my love. Your person's not going to find it anywhere else. Stay in this place of peace. Stay in this place of love. Balance that. If you feel fear coming up, take breaks. Don't worry about your person and what they're doing, thinking, and feeling. Really focus on how you're doing, thinking, feeling, seeing all around you now. And they're going to keep coming in, and you meet them in presence in this now moment, in this now moment. How does this resonate? And you get lost in the connection, right? Like Elizabeth said, be in it. And then when you're done, come back to now. Be in the peace. Because when you're in the moment with them, that's presence, like really tenfold, very slow motion presence. And that's the dynamic connection, is we connect in a way with our people that no one else can ever connect with them. And no one else can ever connect with you. It's shared in this really sacred spiritual connection. The mind and body is there, but spiritually, you're aligned in that three-part triune being that is sharing that one shared soul together. That's what it is you're experiencing together at its finest. And so everything else gets to be shared in this place of peace and oneness. So maintain that for you. Everything has to be for you. If it's not fun anymore, you're not having fun, it's only for them, then you have to set boundaries. You have to take breaks from it, and they'll adjust. They'll come the way it resonates for the both of you, because it is still you. So if you are the one that are able to balance it, then you interact with it. If you can't right now, then you take breaks with it. You gauge you balance you. He won't go anywhere, love. He is you. He is you. We love you guys so much. We hope you have an amazing day. Bye, love.
Bye, love.